What's up, guys? It's your boy Spider Productions, and this is pretty early, but it came out, so I was grateful. Star Wars: The Clone Wars, Season 7, Episode 12, Victory and Death. Wow. Series finale. Wow. I don't even know where to begin. I kind of don't want to go into spoilers, but honestly, people have been spoiling it all day because some people were able to see it early, and I almost was spoiled. Thank God I wasn't, but yeah. Dude. I don't want to make this video too long because honestly, there's so much to talk about. Not just about this episode, not even just about this season, but about the show in general. But what I do want to say is, wow, what an amazing finish. What an amazing finale for one of the best shows, in my opinion, that I've ever watched throughout my childhood. Throughout my childhood, this show, Star Wars: The Clone Wars, has put me and made me into a Star Wars fan. If it was not for this show, I probably would not like Star Wars as much as I do. It's because of this show alone why I love Star Wars. And it cements my love for the prequels now, because I already loved the prequels anyway, but I love them even more because honestly, the prequels is the only era in Star Wars where they actually did not give up on it. Like, if you know the prequel track line, when the movie prequels came out, nobody really liked them. Even some Star Wars fans, like even hardcore ones, were not a fan of the movies. But after the movies came out, because they came out in 2005, there was an idea where I assume Lucasfilms and George Lucas, along with Dave Filoni, created the idea that we should make a TV show that could be focused for younger people. And it'll be a TV show about Star Wars that takes place during the events of episode 2 and 3. And I'm glad they did that because this was a show where they wanted to give you a reason to love these characters while you love Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi and Mace Windu and Yoda, and even introduce new characters like Ahsoka, Rex, Hondo, like so many other characters that I could think of, and even bringing back Darth Maul. Like, there's so much, dude, so much. But they never once gave up on the prequels. They tried so hard to keep the prequels alive, even after so many people hated on them. And even Ahsoka's character, Ahsoka, man, a character who started off as being hated on, everybody hated her, has now been cemented as one of Star Wars' greatest characters. Wow. This was probably her best performance. This whole arc, this whole Siege of Mandalore arc was her best performance yet. Like, dude, I don't even know what to say. This was such an amazing episode. So much. This is going to be spoilers. So this first 3 minutes, it's just non-spoilery. But yeah, I'm going to get into spoilers. So if you remember last episode, we left off where Ahsoka took out Rex's mind control chip. And she got him out from under. And now they're trying to figure out how to escape. And while they're trying to escape, they didn't want to kill any of them. Because, you know, obviously these are guys they've been working with. They've been through this war, thick and through. Like, they even volunteered to go with Ahsoka to protect Mandalore. She doesn't want to kill her own troopers. Like, I'm glad she didn't, honestly. Like, in an understandable moment, you probably should have. But then again, these are people that you've worked alongside with most of your life. They're not sane people, but, like, these are the troopers you've worked alongside your whole life. Now, all of a sudden, they're turning on you. Like, you even risk your life to save one of them. Like, it's just crazy, man. And Jesse was under their control as well. And, man, originally I think they said that Darth Maul killed Jesse like 2 episodes ago in the Siege of Mandalore, but no. So yeah, they were trying to escape. Darth Maul was also trying to escape. Dude, Darth Maul was on his Force Unleashed on this episode. So was Ahsoka, honestly. Like, so much Force Unleashed moments in this show, in this episode. Like, Darth Maul literally grabbed the almost the core components of the reactor of the ship. He tore apart all of the core machinery for the hyperdrives. He pulled those from out to crash the ship in hyperdrive, dude. Once doing that, they were going to crash on this planet. I don't know what planet they were crashing to. They didn't specify that, but they were crashing onto this planet. And when they were getting out, Rex, man, had this moment where he was like, Rex was talking about, like, we don't have a choice. Like, there were so many, and Jesse was down there with the rest of the clones. Like, we don't have a choice. We have to go through these guys. We have to kill them. It's either them or us. They're willing to stay here and sacrifice themselves while this ship is going down to kill us. Like, we have to kill them. And Ahsoka's like, Rex, you are a good soldier. You're a good man. But so were they. They were good soldiers. They were good men. I didn't kill you when you were under, so I'm not going to kill them either. And that takes a lot. Because honestly, I would have tried to find another way, but honestly, in that type of moment, no one would blame you if you had to, like, kill to survive. Like, no one blames you. If you have to kill to survive, that's okay. But if you do kill willy-nilly, that's another thing. Like, killing to survive and just killing for the sake of it is two different things. But she has grit to even with all of them turning against her and almost about to kill her, she even chooses not to kill them. Like, it's great. And then, long story short, Maul manages to escape. And when he was getting onto the shuttle, dude, when he got on the shuttle, he was about to fly out, Ahsoka literally force grabbed the ship, just like Rey does in Rise of Skywalker, dude. But that's Force Unleashed right there. Like, they force grab the ship and just hold it. But Rex was about to die. Like, he was getting shot up by the dudes, and he was about to die. So she lets him go, so Maul escapes. And Ahsoka helps him out. They were all taking shots. Like, Ahsoka was taking a few shots to the arms and stuff. Rex was taking a few shots. They were taking shots, dude. Like, obviously, if we had seen this episode a long time ago before the show was canceled and not known that they were in Rebels, we would have thought they would have died. But no. Thank God. Thank God they didn't die. But I knew they weren't going to die, but still. It did get me up to that point where I was tense. Like, come on, hurry up. Like, I know you're not going to die, but geez. But, man. And then after that, the ship crashes. They manage to get onto another ship and manage to escape. But when they do, they bury all of the clones that they managed to find. Even Jesse, they bury him too. And Ahsoka just drops her lightsabers and I guess moves on. Because we know in Rebels, she has new lightsabers with the kyber crystals that she took from the Inquisitor lightsaber. I did hear about that. So she has new lightsabers that I think she built herself instead of the ones that she had of Anakin, that Anakin made her. But now thinking about how this ending went, I wonder if Ahsoka ever did try to look for him, try to look for Anakin. She probably tried to and just couldn't find him through the Force because Anakin technically was not alive anymore. Vader is now. So that's probably why. But man, dude. Then after they bury them and she drops the lightsabers, she wears this cloak that like she looks like in Rebel at the end of Rebels. So that's a nice little nod as well. But yeah, she moves on. Her and Rex leave. They move on. And Vader, dude. Clone Wars Vader looks like the best Vader. I'm sorry. Like, Rebels, they made his face look menacing because they had the little, like, angry look to his mask. But, dude, I love the way Clone Wars Vader looked. He looked great. Like, oh my gosh. I thought Grievous looked great. In the 9th episode, no, Vader took the cake. Vader looks amazing. So, yeah, we saw Vader. We saw the troopers and stormtroopers now. They're all stormtroopers. So I wonder how much time had passed since then, because they're all in their stormtrooper outfits now. So I wonder, and they got probe droids, and they got the snow troopers. So I wonder how much time had passed since they went looking. I'd say probably not a few months, probably a few months up to a year, because it couldn't have been that long. But yeah, they go. Vader is, I guess, reported to come look at this Republic ship, and he sees the lightsabers or he sees her lightsaber, and I assume he knows it's hers because he built those for her. So I assume he knows that it's hers, and I guess that cements the fact he thinks she's dead until he finds out she's alive in Rebels. But dude, it was amazing, man. It was a short-lived episode. It was a short but very intense episode. Like, wow. I just want to give major shout-outs to Dave Filoni, George Lucas, and Lucasfilms, and Star Wars for bringing bringing a TV show that no one liked at first, no one cared about, not at all, and it became one of the most important, most greatest things about Star Wars ever at this point. Like, it's just, man, I don't know what to say. Like, it's such an amazing show. Like, this is a show that no one cared about, and it was focused for kids to become a serious, more darker toned story later on. Like, and it got to the point where fans begged and pleaded for the show to come back, to finally come back for one season. Like, such an amazing job, dude. I love it. I love this show. This is a show that brought so many characters. Like, it gave me more characters to love. Like, I love the originals. I love the sequels. But honestly, when it comes to those, I only love the mainstream characters we see. I don't love any of the side characters who are not that important or don't get that much screen time. When it comes to the prequels, there's so many characters that they show, and I love them all. Like, all of the characters I love. Even some that I don't even care about sometimes. I just like seeing them in there. Like, man, it's amazing, dude. This was an amazing ending to an amazing series. It didn't get too emotional, which I kind of wish it did. They didn't show other characters like Obi-Wan or Yoda. I guess it's like, if you want to know about them, you watch the movie. But, man, such an amazing episode. So good. So good. So, thank you, Dave Filoni, Ashley, Sam, boys at Lucasfilms, LucasArts, that did such an amazing job to this amazing series. I applaud y'all for bringing a show to life and never once gave up on it, even when people gave you crap for it. I'm so glad that this show has become one of the most greatest things about Star Wars at this point. Like, it's amazing. Like, I knew everybody was going to probably watch the Clone Wars finale rather than watch Rise of Skywalker. Like, even though Rise of Skywalker was not that bad of a film, like, it was decent, but it wasn't my top favorite. Like, it was decent though. It was probably one of my favorites in the sequels, but like, it's not my favorite Star Wars movie though. But man, I love the prequels, man. Like, the prequels is amazing. It's probably one of the best eras in Star Wars in my opinion, other than the originals. But yeah, that's my thoughts. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you so much for this amazing show. If you guys like this video, let me know down in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. Now that the show's over, I need something else to review or something else to do. So I'll keep an eye out, see what else I could probably post up. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.